Well, hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's all about racing. In this particular episode, we're going to look at a Mercedes-Benz Collection Edition Motorsport. This being a Mercedes CLK GTR from 1997. Now, folks, when I purchased this model, I thought I was getting a really good deal on a really good model. The seller was asking 60 bucks for it. I got it for 40. Thought it was a steal. I was thinking that this was a Spark model, as all the Porsche dealership editions are. However, it's not. It's a Maesto. And this is where the similarities end. Now let's talk a little bit about the Mercedes CLK GTR. This was a GT1 spec car, built and produced by Mercedes and their motorsport partner AMG for the FIA GT Championship in 1997, the year that this particular model that you're looking at came out. Let me tell you guys, this was one fantastic car. It literally wiped the ass of the competition for 2 years. The car was built in a mere 128 days. And you know how they did it? They basically got a hold of the McLaren F1 GTR, saw how that was done, and it basically told them how to build this car. The chassis was carbon fiber and aluminum monocoque. The engine is mid-mounted, and you'll see that here in just a second. Mercedes-Benz LS600 naturally aspirated V12. Now, eventually, I think in 98, they changed it to a 10-cylinder engine. But at this time, it was a 12, with a top speed of 205 miles an hour. Now, this car won the FIA GT Championship and Drivers' Championship in both 1997 and 1998. In fact, guys, it was a phenomenal car. Now, sadly, this model is not. In the background, you see another Maesto model that I reviewed just a few days ago. Beautiful livery. All in all, a nice car, except for a couple things. Neither one of them are a Spark. They're Maestos. And in my very limited experience with Maesto being these two cars, I would have to admit that they are probably the absolute second worst cars of any that I have in my collection. The only other two being the very, very lowest end Buragos. Now, what makes it nice? And I always think about, let's talk about that first. The casting, folks, is really pretty good. There's fairly nice detail for this, quite frankly, not being a Spark. The one thing that really impressed me the most about anything was the fact that it has this little tiny Mercedes logo, a piece that is so damn small, I don't know how the hell they got it on the edge of this hood. The grille work is nice. You've got a tow hook. Wheel detail is not spectacular, but you can see a red brake caliper in there, which I think is fairly impressive. Interior detail, quite frankly, like I said with the other car, looks fake. The dash looks awful. There's a chrome silver stick shift in there, which just looks unrealistic. All the framework around the windows is gloss black with virtually no detail. Looks awful. But what is worse are these rubber, yellow, not painted, made mirrors. But it gets worse. In the back window, you have what could have been a very, very nice Mercedes engine to look at. And it is absolutely ruined by the awful orange rubber made, not painted, tubing. Looks like crap. The rear of the car is not bad, not spectacular. Guys, the bottom line is this car could have been really cool and really nice. But Maesto decided to cut corners and put a cheesy-ass yellow rubber mirror on both sides of the windshield. In fact, it's so bad, I'm thinking about ripping them off and just leaving them off and opening the car and tearing out that god-awful orange rubber tubing in the back. And then I may be able to salvage this model. The good news is there's no aerials on it, so it's not that fragile other than the logo on the hood, which I would hate to ruin by doing what I'm thinking about doing. So I guess my point is this. If you are thinking about buying this model, and I quite frankly, when I thought this was a Mercedes edition car, I was getting a Spark. Instead, I got a Maesto. And with that being said, I'm going to end this video. Thanks for watching.